Number one, shampoo removes the conditions that cause inflammation. A healthy scalp requires regular, thorough cleansing. Again, a healthy scalp requires regular, thorough cleansing. So, the co washing conditioner is not enough. The sulfate free shampoo, depending on what the brand is, like if it's a random sulfate free shampoo by some little dusty little brand, it's not enough. It's not. And even the sulfate free shampoos that I actually like, those sulfate free shampoos aren't shampoos that are promoted to you to actually be a cleanser or a detoxifying shampoo, any of the things. These are the things that I really want you to understand. Shampoo does what oils, apple cider vinegar, food masks, and co-washing conditioners and other natural methods cannot. Dermatological research shows that shampoo removes excess sebum, the main food source for Malassezia yeast. So, do you understand? Yes, sebum is meant for so many different things on our bodies. All of the different things that you're running after products for, that's what sebum is for. But when you overfeed it, when you let it over accumulate, when you block the follicles in the pores so everything can't go in its normal systems, you throw everything off. So the problems that you're having on your scalp are because of you. So think about this. You oil the scalp and cause the inflammation, and then you run out and go buy different shampoos and conditioners for CCCA or for dandruff and all of the things, where all you have to do is stop oiling your scalp and it'll stop. Number two, sweat. Salt crystals irritate the scalp and cause tenderness. Number three, dead skin cells. Number four is going to be bacteria plus yeast colonies that overpopulate. Next up is going to be product buildup. Then we have environmental dirt. Biofilms are also created by oils. We talked about that previously. So when this builds up, is removed, the scalp is so amazing because the scalp can now stay unblocked, oxygenated, balanced, and free from harmful microbes. It makes the scalp so capable of producing strong and full length hairs. This single step alone prevents follicle obstructions, yeast overgrowth, bacteria accumulation, inflammation, and crown thinning. A clean scalp is a functioning scalp. So if you're skipping shampoo and you don't know why your hair is thinning, I love you so much, but really, if you don't shampoo your hair and your hair is thinning and breaking off, it's your fault. If all you use is co-washing conditioner, I love you so much, it's your fault. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. It's your fault. We gain wisdom through our experiences. And the only way you're going to gain wisdom through your experience, in this case, your experience was treating your own hair, following do-it-yourself hacks. That was your experience. It didn't end well. So now you have to stop and look back at that experience and gain wisdom from that experience. And based on what we're talking about today, what wisdom can you gain from this experience? We have to be able to look in the mirror. This is so simple. This is so easy. Black women, you did this. No product lines have been put out here to make black women bald. You did this. You decided that you were going to grease your scalp all the time. You decided that you were using Blue Magic. You decided that you were using apple cider vinegar. You decided that shampoos were bad. You decided to go sulfate free.
Don't take it personal. That's just Sandal's way. She speak with love, but don't sugarcoat what she say. She might be blunt, but it comes from the heart. Real ones feel hurt, been solid from the start.
You decided to use co-washing. You decided that. You decided shampoo's bad, so I'm not using shampoo. You made these choices. So now that you've had that experience, put your big girl panties on. Don't get offended by what I'm saying. Put your big girl panties on. Gain wisdom from that experience. Number 2, conditioner hydrates the hair, not the scalp. Team Natural taught you to rub conditioner all into your scalp, and some people skip over shampoo altogether and just use conditioner. Some of y'all sleep in the conditioner and don't wash it out, but nobody can figure out why their scalp is inflamed. Hydration is critical. Is critical. I'm sorry. Hydration is critical, but it must be applied to the hair, not the scalp. Conditioner prevents mid-shaft breakage, mechanical damage, brittle ends, tangling, moisture loss from the hair shaft, all of the things. And science confirms it. Water plus conditioner is the only true source of hydration for textured hair fibers. Oil does not hydrate, it only seals. It is a fact. So you skipping a conditioner for oil makes no sense. You know why? Because one of the key constituents in every conditioner, if you look at the back of the bottle, is some type of oil. These are the things that I really need you to think about. When hair is properly hydrated, it grows longer way before breaking. It bends and moves without snapping. It withstands styling and it doesn't dry out mid-cycle. This is how people finally grow their hair past that 1 year plateau. But the thing is, most of us, most Black women for the last however long, y'all have been scared to comb your hair. Why? Because when you comb it, it breaks. You know why? Because you block the follicle, you block the pores, everything. I don't have to explain to you what you've done. We've already talked about it. Everything we've talked about thus far, those are the things that have led to the breakage. When you stop those things, the breakage stops. It's a fact. The video that I'll use this audio for, I have different videos, different people up on the screen verifying what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like I don't have any of that breakage anymore. And I want you to think about it. Think about how much sense this makes. What you've been doing, you've been using 4 or 5 products on top of your shampoo and conditioner. I'm telling you, all you really need is leave-in conditioner in your styling product. That's it. Like, what are we doing? And I'm telling you right now, all we're talking about is shampooing the hair. We're not even to styling. So think about the layers that have to be unpacked. And we're only talking about shampooing your hair. I love you so much. I'm gonna get back on task. But other reason I'm addressing this is because I want you to hear yourself think, right? The reason that I talk the way that I do is because I want you to hear yourself think. I want you to hear the question coming back to yourself the way that it's coming to me. Okay? Let me ask you a question. Do you pour dirt over your car before you go to the car wash? Do you just go outside? Oh, it's time for me to get in the shower. I ain't dirty enough. Let me go roll around in the mud. Do you do that? No. The reason that they told you to do that is so you can get you more products. That's it. They did it to sell you more products. The only time you should be putting anything on your hair, there are 2 reasons. One, if you're doing something to treat an infection. So let's say you're using something on the scalp to detox the scalp. You're using something on the scalp to increase your sebum level. Something that you're using as a treatment on the scalp. Yes, you can use that for 30 minutes. If you are using an oil to detangle your hair, not a glob of it, just a little bit on the tips of your fingers and then on the spot that you have a tangle in and then combing through it. That, okay. But other than that, no. You no. That's some YouTube stuff. If you don't go and put a pile of dirt on your car before you go to the car wash? Why are you drenching your hair in oil before you wash it? Does it make sense to dirty up something before you clean it? Like what does that accomplish? The only time that using an oil or something on your hair before you wash it is if you using the oil as a detangler or if you're treating some type of infection. Other than that, girl, no, it's dumb. I love you, but it's dumb, girl. Think about it. Like for real, like not being smart. Does that make sense? Would you pour dirt on top of your car before you wash it? If it's time to mop your floor at home, are you gonna go take some mayonnaise and just squirt mayonnaise all over the floor to make your floor dirty before you clean it? Is your floor gonna be cleaner before you mop it up because you put oil on it? Or not even mayonnaise. Do you put oil on your floor before you mop? If you don't put oil on your floor before you mop, why would you put oil on your hair before you clean it, before you shampoo it? And then, especially if the oil, this is the thing, if you put an oil on your hair before you shampoo it and that oil was, let's say, a coconut oil, your hair is going to be dry as hell for weeks. You know why? Coconut oil, the key constituents in coconut oil bind to protein, and your hair is protein. It's stuck to the inside of your hair. That's why if you are a person who puts coconut oil in your hair all the time, cosmetologists hate to see you coming because it is like hell getting it out. Sometimes you can't. That's happened to me before with a client. It is the worst. All right. So, number 3, cleansing plus conditioning keeps the microbes balanced, right? The scalp microbes, you naturally, this is the natural community of microbes on the scalp. So it's normal for you to have bacteria, yeast, all of the things on the scalp. Link in the description box. I have a full series on all of the different microbes that live within the human scalp. Don't get freaked out. It's a thing, right? So this is something that is really important because it becomes unbalanced when it's exposed to oils, fruit sugars, essential oils, apple cider vinegar, and frequent cleansing, sweat plus dirt buildup. So, regular shampooing maintains a healthy microbiome of the scalp. And this is simply by removing excess microbes, reducing yeast pollutions, preventing sweat fermentations, and eliminating oil films that trap bacteria. So a balanced microbiome means no more itching, no shedding, no tenderness, no inflammation, and no CCCA like symptoms. This is exactly why dermatologists emphasize cleaning for all scalp conditions. And don't get mad at me, but when y'all go to see dermatologists, y'all be like, oh, they're not gonna help. They're no help because y'all like, oh, they're dismissive. The reason that they're dismissive is because they're irritated, because hair care is not that complicated. So imagine you're a dermatologist, all of the different studies that I have within my website that you're gonna go look at within the blog, those are all studies that dermatologists have been doing for years, for decades on decades. And then you come in for help. You've been greasing and oiling your scalp. They know for a fact that that is the cause of your CCCA and all of the imbalance, the yeast infections, the dandruffs, the seborrheic dermatitis, all of it. And they say, stop oiling your scalp. And you say, well, I can't because I'm black. And then they say, okay, bye. Here's this prescription. Bye. It's your fault. They don't want to help you because the one thing that you can stop to do to fix it, you will not stop. Some dermatologists get upset with black women because they won't stop braiding their hair. But I have to because I need to braid. It's culturally our thing. We culturally have to do it. And so then they're dismissive. They're like, okay, whatever, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I did say that. I don't understand why you saying that. You thought that I said that before I said what I said. I said that you can use it as a treatment before you shampoo. Rewind it, girl. I said that as I was saying it. I know I said that. I said that a couple times. And I know I said that because I said to myself, girl, you said that already. So I know I said it. Girl, rewind it because I said that already. Number 4, Hydration supports a full, strong growth cycle. Hair grows in cycles. Inflammation shortens the growth stage, which is the anagen phase of the hair growth cycle. We talked about that. Make sure y'all go to the courses tabs here on my channel because I've broken down the hair growth cycle in so much detail, girl. It don't make no sense. And I ain't doing it again because I did it 50 million times. But hydration and the scalp cleanliness will extend your anagen phase. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. Some of you will notice that in a bald spot, you'll get, and give me at least, hopefully I could get at least one honest person. Give me a 9 in the chat if you've experienced this. Like you have a bald spot and you'll see the hairs fill in, but then by the end of the month or in 2 months or whatever, that spot is bald again. Let me know in the chat. Give me a 9 if you are one of those people. This is why. But when the scalp is stable and hydrated, follicles stay open, blood flow improves, new hair growth thickens, right? Your actual strand is going to thicken because the cycle is running the way that it's supposed to, and the growth lasts longer before shedding. This prevents the cycle of grow for 9 to 12 months, then weakens, then breaks off, then start all over. That is over when you just have a clean scalp without feeding the microbes there. And if you disagree with me that oils and food don't go on your hair, then I'm a scientist and I would love for you to explain to me how you adding sugar to the scalp in fruit doesn't feed the yeast and the microbes that live on the scalp. Please explain that to me. Like, is there something that you're putting in it that makes the Malassezia yeast not like the sugar? Girl, let a player know because I've never heard of it. Number 5. Shampoo plus conditioner prevents easy. This is so easy. It's so easy for you to prevent breakage. And you know how everybody's like, oh, I can't retain length. My hair will grow this length, but I can't get past this. Well, if you stop skipping conditioner and replacing it with gel, there's somebody who's done that. When I do the video on this, I'll add the clip on the screen. But there are definitely people who do that. Definitely people who like, oh, I'm not going to use conditioner. I'm using gel instead. So let's connect the dots exactly. Without proper cleansing, you get clogged follicles, an overgrowth of yeast, inflammation, tenderness, thinning, breakage, and crown balding with these patterns. But with proper cleansing, you get open follicles, reduced microbes, no inflammation, no tenderness, a healthy crown, and a longer growth cycle with strong and hydrated hair. Which one sounds better? And don't you think it's so crazy that you adding and spending more money is actually causing you more problems? But if you had less products, followed less steps, put less things on your hair, you would grow more hair? That's not weird. We almost done, I promise. Without proper cleansing, you get open follicles. I'm reading this again. You get open follicles, reduced microbes, no inflammation, no tenderness, healthy crown, longer growth cycles, stronger and hydrated hair. Shampoo plus conditioner is the foundation that prevents CCCA like thinning, chronic breakage, crown patterns that result in baldness and thinning, mid shaft snapping, dryness, microbial infections, dandruff, sebum oxidation, and follicle suffocation. This is why dermatology lectures stress that it is non-negotiable. You not shampooing the hair is a non-negotiable. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter how many people are like, oh, back to our roots, our African, whatever. Not shampooing the hair is a no-go. And it's no coincidence. As a scientist, there is no coincidence. A person that studies groups for a living, It is not a coincidence that the one group of women that doesn't shampoo the hair on a regular basis is the one group of women that can't retain length. It's the one group of women that are leading in CCCA. It's the one group of women that won't take accountability. Are we at a place where we can have a conversation? Are we at a place that by yourself in your private time, you can gain wisdom from your experiences by looking at your experiences and taking accountability for the things that you've done? And when you take accountability for the things that you've done, the accountability will then lead you to linking up with the right thing. So let's, for example, before we move to the last point, if the main thing that you were supposed to do is shampoo the hair and you didn't shampoo the hair, what's the opposite of that thing? That's how you gain wisdom from your experience. The experience was no longer using shampoo. But what did you gain from that experience? Alopecia, areata, CCCA, telogen effluvium. Okay, so reverse that. Stop whatever you stop using, keep using it again. You stop using shampoo, go back to using shampoo. Whatever you put in shampoo's place, stop that and see what happens. Proper hygiene makes oils, do-it-yourself masks, and ACV, apple cider vinegar, completely unnecessary. Again, proper hydration makes oils, do-it-yourself masks, and apple cider vinegar unnecessary. People typically use do-it-yourself oils and food masks because their hair feels dry or the scalp feels irritated. But dryness and irritation are symptoms. You guys are treating symptoms with the things that cause the symptoms to manifest in the first place. A lack of cleansing, a lack of true hydration, an imbalance of the microbiome of the scalp, and follicles struggling under buildup, struggling to get oxygen flow because of all of the oils and products that you keep putting on it. So when shampoo and conditioners do their job, you allow them to do their job without mixing oils with it, without mixing rice water with your conditioner, without mixing grape jelly with your conditioner, without scrubbing your scalp with orange peels and putting them in a blender and farting on them 2 times. Things are different. But dryness and irritations are symptoms of a lack of real cleansing, a lack of true hydration, an imbalance of the microbiome, follicles struggling under the buildup. Remember, these are things that I need you to, I'm saying them again because I want them to click. When we shampoo and condition the hair, shampoo and conditioner are able to do their job. The scalp stops itching again. The scalp stops breakage. The crown stops thinning. The ends stay hydrated and the cuticle stays smooth. There's no need for oils, butters, or food masks because the hydration is already restored when the conditioner is rinsed out.